been
state.
a big few weeks or so for supporters of efforts to decriminalize marijuana. The D.C. Council voted to decriminalize possession of small amounts of marijuana just this week. What do you feel is the right course in the state of Maryland?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we believe that the right course is marijuana legalization. Delegate Heather Mizeur proposed such legislation earlier in this session. Decriminalization is a start, but it still leaves the underground economy in place. It still leaves the drug dealers there to profit off of this industry, and we believe that we need to eliminate that altogether. Prohibition does not work. We believe that legalization, if we legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana, this is the appropriate step on this
Brought
issue.
it up again because that's what Aisha in Rockville, Maryland would like to talk about. Aisha, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Kojo. Thank you so much for bringing that issue up again. I happen to be a teacher, and I just cannot believe what I'm hearing the candidates say. I am completely disgusted by it, and I will not be voting for anyone who supports the legalization of marijuana within this state. And I don't believe in decriminalizing possession of marijuana use. Where does it end? I mean, how can I be a teacher and talk to my students about the dangers of drug and substance abuse, and then a candidate who also happens to be a man of the cloth saying that we're going to legalize it in our state?
What do you see as the What do you see as the relationship between religion and marijuana?
I don't honestly know the answer to that question, but I just
allow me to have Delman Coates respond.
I want to thank Aisha for her question. It's a question that many people ask. It's one that I empathize with as a father of 4 young children, as a clergy leader and pastor myself. The question is not whether we want to encourage or incentivize people to smoke marijuana. We have a very detailed plan that lays out how this issue would be regulated in the privacy of people's own home. The question is, should people be incarcerated for this particular choice and this particular decision? We have to treat this issue as a public health matter, in my opinion, not as a public safety matter. There are a range of issues of choice that I and Aisha and others, decide. There was a time when people may be incarcerated for for drinking alcohol, beer. The issue to me is not whether this is something that I would encourage as a father or as a clergy person. There are a range of things that I don't encourage people to get involved in. But the question is whether people should be incarcerated, whether their lives should be ruined, whether they should be unable to get jobs, employment, housing as a result of this choice. So I come down on the side of allowing, if Aisha mentioned as a clergy person, allowing religious institutions to address issues of behavior if they so choose. But the state should not penalize, incarcerate individuals for making a choice that research has shown is no more harmful than alcohol and tobacco.